Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Miles and this is Aromas by Miles. Thanks for joining me today. Today we've got a great video for you. We're going through all of my suitcase fragrances that I picked up in my new travel haul that ended at the end of the year. I've got 7 fragrances for you that will feed the addicts out there. If that sounds interesting, then join me for the rest of it. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, welcome back. Our little slow dance around the fragrance world. My little late night adventure here cost quite a bit of money this time. It was, the whole haul was about 697 bucks, but the first one I want to talk to you about is Goikuro, and this one's really this is from the Merchant of Venice, which is one of my favorite houses, and this thing is elegant, calm, it's refined. It's just a great fragrance. It's fruity green tea, so you have to like tea a little bit. But I love this fragrance, and I'm not normally a tea fan. This is a great offering. It was launched in 2022 by Violin Colas. Hopefully I said that right, but you never know. And this Japanese green tea it's fresh. It's got kind of a vegetal nuance to it. The top notes are fruits, neroli, it's got a little black pepper. In the mids, it's got this peach guacuyo and some lotus, a little bit of tuberose. But then it dries down to more of an ambergris, vetiver kind of a fragrance. It's premium green tea, believe me. And this green tea is interesting because it's this type of tea is grown when it's shaded. So that makes it a premium tea in Japan. And this is a citrus, kind of a bright citrus, woody, light woods kind of a fragrance underneath. Again, it's minimalist, it's serene. You know, it's perfect for daytime, maybe an office scent, or certainly the warmer weather. Let's get this thing on strip and see what we got. I'm getting it on the big half here. Yeah. Green tea and the peach pop out. The peach note's different. It kind of pushes the green tea up a little bit farther, if that makes sense. It's longevity's moderate because it's got these fruity notes and it's 5 to 6 hours. You wouldn't expect it to be much longer from the note breakdown, but the sillage is kind of intimate. It's going to be a skin scent after a little while. Again, it's one of those scents that is maybe a warmer weather kind of scent. It's lighter and airier than the Bulgari, the Vert fragrance, if you know that one. It's more refined than most of the green tea fragrances for sure. I paid $90 for this, and I think this is a great buy from the house. I'd recommend it certainly if you're into tea scents and green tea in particular. I think you're really going to like this one. So that's going to be Gokuyo from the Merchant of Venice. Take a look at that one. Okay, the next one I want to talk to you about is certainly not a new fragrance. It's Hermes Eau Givre. And I picked this up. I've had samples of it before, and I just didn't get around to buying it, didn't want to spend the money. I thought I had it wired, and finally I went ahead and sprung for it. And this is, again, one of those late night, maybe after cocktail hour kind of buys. If you guys don't know, this is what the haul video is about. I'm out of the country most of the time, and then when I go back to the States, I buy all these fragrances and they all appear in packages on a doorstep. So that's kind of where this one came from. And again, Eau Givre, I've worn it several times in samples, just never bought the bottle. But this is a luxury scent. Hermes never disappoints. It's kind of a cold, icy edge to this one. This is a Christine Nagel fragrance. It was launched in 2022. I know I'm a little late to the party on this one, but like I say, I was kind of on the fence on buying the whole bottle, but it's a fragrance that I've tested over and over, and I finally made up my mind. I'm extremely happy that I pulled the trigger on this one because I'm glad to have a full bottle. This is a classic Hermes fragrance. It's got quality pieces. It's elegant. It's got citrus and some juniper, a little bit of minerals in it, and some Nepalese Szechuan pepper, which I think is really cool. You don't get the Nepalese Szechuan pepper very often. And this one doesn't have that screwy little top thing. This has got an actual atomizer on it, if I can find the end of it. And I would highly recommend this. Scent's not going to break the bank either. Yeah, it's just elegant. You know, it's just a quality scent. What can I say? It's Hermes, and they rarely disappoint. It's classy. It's effortless. You can wear it. It's versatile. It can easily be a signature scent. It's ideal for maybe spring and summer. It's not going to hold up in the colder months, obviously. The longevity's just moderate, about 6 hours if you get that. It's a clean, refreshing kind of sillage. It's going to be a skin scent after a couple of hours anyway. So if you need to refresh it, it's not super expensive. So it's certainly brighter. And Ogivre is a little fresher than the Terre de Mes, the Parfum. It's more polished than most of these other citrus-heavy fragrances, and it's a good value. I mean, at Discounters, I paid $68 for it. I mean, how can you go wrong for $68 for a Hermes fragrance? I think it's well worth the money, and it's something you ought to think about adding to your collection. And that's Ogivre. Obviously, it's better heavy, and you've got to like that. But I think you're going to enjoy spending some time with this one. All right, the next one I've got for you is one that I've waited on quite a while to pick up too. Maybe it's because it's this cheesy little 30 ml bottle that I feel like we should be getting more juice out of that. Tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, but this is Gucci Guilty Elixir. And Guilty Elixir has been out there for a little while. It's sweet, kind of rich. It's a pretty modern kind of scent. Well, it's got a pedigree. It's got Quentin Biche and Natalie Garcia Seto's name on it. It was launched in 2023. And it's a bold statement. It's got amber, vanilla, some soft florals, and there's a little bit of citrus in the foundation. It kicks out pretty good with the Orange Blossom Absolute, and there's a little bit of nutmeg and some pepper in the opening. And then it kind of smooths down and gets a little more citrusy with some orris butter and osmanthus, and it kicks in some more orange. And it's very, very citrus. But the base is nice, and it starts to dry down a little bit with some amber fix, and I think there's a little bit of patchouli and benzoin in it too, obviously with the vanilla. So it's not an earth-shaking kind of fragrance, but it is kind of bold. And let's get it on stripping. Oh God, okay. Get that thing open. It kind of fills up the room. It's like I say, that vanilla, and the vanilla pops out with that citrus as it opens up. So it's kind of, I'm not sure if it's a citrus opening or a vanilla forward opening for me, but it's bold. I don't think it's too bold, but it's maybe not a scent for everybody. It goes big on my skin. I love it, but it's not a quiet ride for sure. It's great probably for nights out, cooler weather. I've worn this twice now, and when I was back in the States and I picked it up, I wore it a bunch, and I got one compliment with it. So it's a strong fragrance, but again, it's maybe not for everybody, and it dries down more in line with a lot of the other fragrances out there on the market. The Guilty line, the Gucci Guilty line is kind of going by the wayside, I think, but this one's got 8 hours of longevity, but you got to be careful with clothes because it'll get on the clothes and it's going to stay there pretty for a long time. It's not something that's going to just wear off in a night. You're going to either wash your clothes or you're going to be wearing it, at least a soft scent of it the next day. The sillage it's noticeable. It's got a little bit of projection early on, but then it's pretty controlled. It's nothing beast mode for sure. It's richer than the OG Gucci Guilty, if you guys remember that one. And it's kind of soft, kind of sweetness. What would I compare it to? The YSL's Baby Cat, maybe? I think the house did a good job with this one. And like I said, I got a compliment the other day when I was grabbing some coffee. I was standing in line and some woman says, "What are you wearing?" And I go, "Well, that's a Gucci Guilty Elixir." And she goes, "Oh, that's really nice." And then she asked me where I got it. And I said, "Well, you trip over it. It's pretty much everywhere." Anyway, she liked it. So that pumped me up a little bit for the fragrance. And again, you're not going to wear it in heavy, really cold weather. It was, 50 degrees or so. It's not going to handle the super cold weather, but it is, I guess, more of a temperate weather kind of a scent, you know, late spring or early spring, late fall, and maybe not the heavy winter. It's a little pricey, I think. I paid $114.99, $115 for it at discounters. So I don't think you're going to get that good a deal with it, especially when you don't get much juice. But that's Gucci Guilty Elixir. Take a look at it, see what you think. If you've tried it, put a note down in the comments. Let me know what you think about it. I think they're going to be coming out with some more stuff, so maybe we'll look forward to seeing what they put together. And again, this isn't a groundbreaking scent, but it's something you ought to get your nose on and see if you like it. All right, the next one I've got is a little bit of this is Confessions of a Late Night Fragrance Addict, if you want. This is a blind buy for me, and after I returned home, actually one night from the wine bar, I bought it solely on name alone. And this is Mancera's Black Vanilla. It is loud, sweet, confident, just like the name implies. It's dark and a dark, sweet vanilla. It's nothing groundbreaking. It's a heavy vanilla, dark gourmand. But if you like that, you found a landing pad with this one. So let's get this one on strip. Again, it's not groundbreaking, but I sure like the damn smell. And Mancera doesn't disappoint with their, oh yeah. It's a gourmand. It's a dark gourmand bomb. It's got, you know, dark vanilla. It's got dark vanilla and, oh shit, almost broke the damn thing. Dark vanilla, some coconut. There's a little bit of white florals in the top. But you know what? That's all you need to know. You don't need to know anything else. You know it's going to be a vanilla. The name's Black Vanilla. And you're going to get serious projection with it. It's a bold gourmand, so you know what you're going to get. Best for evenings, I think. But I've worn it twice, and I actually worn it during the day, and I love it. I don't think it's too heavy for a daytime scent. Longevity is strong. It's 10 plus hours or so they say, but you're going to get something really strong with Mancera every time. It's a typical Mancera beast. It's got heavy sillage, and I felt like it kind of filled the room. It's hard to tell, you know, when you say, oh, it filled the room, but if it's on you, how do you know how far it's going? But I felt pretty confident that it was out there, you know, that people were going to smell it. And you just have to be aware of the venue you're wearing it in, because it's a little bit like red tobacco, except it's a vanilla. You know, and people are gonna know you're there. It's sweeter and louder than Spiritueuse Double Vanille from Guerlain. I think it's just, you know, it's a typical Mancera fragrance with it carries a big stick. It's kind of club friendly, but again, in that gourmand way. And it's not going to break the bank. I paid $75 for it at discounters, you know, and all these things are plus tax or shipping or whichever deal you get. But this is a great scent to add to your Mancera collection, and I'm excited to maybe go on and I want to do a daily dab on some of these Mancera fragrances and see how long they actually last in the real world. So if you haven't seen one of those, go back to the channel and take a look. They can be kind of interesting, and they're not too long. But anyway, that's Mancera's Black Vanilla. If you like gourmand vanillas, this is the one for you. Give it a try. All right, the next one I got for you is similar to some of the other Guerlain fragrances, and I've spoken about Spiritueuse Double Vanille a million times on this channel. And this one is another Guerlain fragrance. It's not a vanilla fragrance. This is Musk Noble, or Noble, however you want to say it. And to me, this is a woody floral with a little bit of musk added into it. It's a unisex offering, I think. It's kind of quiet, luxurious. It's sexy, I think. It's sensual. 2018 fragrance. It was launched by Thierry Wasser, you know, a very well recommended perfumer for sure. It's a clean musk with some saffron and some smooth woods. It kind of opens that way, and then it drops down into some pink pepper and maybe some aldehyde, some benzoin also I think is in there. So let's get this one unstripped and see where we are. Oh, I knocked off the little thingamabobber on it. Oh, fuck it. Oh, to hell with it. Man, the musk is really prominent for me. I don't know about if you guys have tried this before. Let me know in the comments. But this is a really musky opening for me. It's elegant. It's it's one of those intimate scents. It's sexy. It's going to be close to the skin. It smells expensive, probably a little understated. It's the musk is stealing the show in this one, especially on the dry down. It's a sexy offering to me at about $95, I think is what I paid for it, and that's Musc Noble from Guerlain. And I think if you like, it's not a animalic kind of musk. It's a softer, maybe a little bit synthetic musk, but I don't think it's going to scare everybody off. Maybe it'll bring some people in, the right people, I hope. But yeah, the longevity is 8 hours or so, but it's mainly a skin scent. It's got a moderate sillage, but again, it's close to the skin, so that's about what you're going to get with it. But again, it's one of those scents that if you like musks, this is definitely a musk-forward fragrance, and it's, like I say, less animalic than many of the other niche musks out there. That's a hard one to say. But that's Musc Noble from Guerlain. If you like it, if you want to try it, give it a shot. Okay, the next one I have for you is in the cheapy affordable range. This is Dumont's iconic Eternal. And I gotta be transparent. This was a blind buy for me, and to be honest with you, I was totally pleased with it. I don't remember where I heard about it, but I said, you know what, I'm going to give this a try. This is an affordable scent that, I mean, it smells a lot more elegant and top shelf than the price is going to lead you to believe. It's smooth, it's modern, and it's crowd pleasing. It's not anything earth shattering, or it's not going to change the fragrance world, but it really is a beautiful fragrance. I think you should take a look at it. Let's get it on scent here. Get on scent. Get on strip. I get one more on this side. Wow. Yeah, that's a great scent, honestly. Nothing groundbreaking, nothing totally crazy, but it's well done. It's sweet wood, some amber, a little bit of spice in it, and the base has a shit ton of ingredients. I'm not even going to read them off to you, but it really finishes the scent well. And this is one of those easy to wear scents that you could make a signature scent if you wanted to. You could wear it to the office. You could wear it out. It's a three seasons probably. Like I say, it's a pleaser, but it's not groundbreaking, and it's honestly super affordable. Longevity's pretty good. They say 8 to 9 hours. I haven't found that. I found about 6 when I've worn it a couple of times. The sillage is noticeable, but it's not going to turn people off. It's an appealing sillage that's kind of stays close to the skin. So again, it's one of those scents that you could wear in a crowd or at work or that sort of thing. I'd call it an amber woods designer kind of style. So it's not, it's not too far out there. It's affordable, certainly more affordable than some of the niche sweet ambers that are out there. And this one's going to set you back less than $30. $29.44 is what I paid for it. So I don't know how you're going to beat that to get a nice scent that you might be able to use as an everyday scent and wear the hell out of it and see where it goes. So that's Dumont's iconic Eternal. And yeah, take a look at that. Let me know in the comments if you tried this. Dumont's got some great fragrances out there, so this is one of them. Okay, gang, the next one, the last one I have for you is, I saved the Cadillac or the Ferrari for last. This is Amouage's Interlude Black Iris, and this is a Pierre Negrin fragrance that was released in 2020, so it's a little more than 5 years old. I've been waiting on this one because I had some samples of it, and as we all know, Amouage fragrances are not cheap. So this release is what I'd call maybe roughing the passer. It's that sort of a scent. It's a typical Amouage fragrance in a lot of ways. It's dark, artistic, it's commanding. People are going to know you're in the room, and when I say commanding, I'm talking about commanding with a capital C. This is a iris heavy, incense heavy, smoky woods. Top notes are violet leaves. There's some rosemary, a little bit of bergamot, but the bergamot doesn't get it down to citrus at all. Orris, olibanum, myrrh, amber, labdanum, vanilla comes along, and then it's got the leather and the oud, sandalwood, and a little bit of patchouli in the base. A little bit of cedar too added on. You can catch that after the dry down, that cedar. So it's a very, very Middle Eastern scent. Strong, projection is great. It's complex. It's dramatic. This one's not for beginners. If there's such a thing as a beginner in the fragrance world, I don't know. But this is an unforgettable scent. This one will announce your presence in a room, and it's got beast longevity, more than 12 hours. I hesitate to spray this one on scent, but since this is the last one, I'm on scent, on strip. And I'm not going to put too much on because I'll be choking out. Wow. That incense, and I get that cedar that comes up almost immediately, but there's certainly no florals to it, no citrus to it, even though there's bergamot in it. Sillage is strong, but it's kind of smoother than the original interlude, I think. I mean, it's not quite as in your face as some of the other interlude in the interlude line. It's certainly more wearable than Interlude Man, if you guys have ever tried that one. But it is unmistakably amouage. I mean, it's a amouage fragrance, Middle Eastern fragrance all the way, heavy incense, iris. But it's a beautiful scent. It's certainly a colder weather scent. With the longevity, you got to be careful if you're going to spray it on clothes. It'll stay there forever. But this one's not cheap. Even at discounters, I paid $124 for this beast. And you don't need a whole lot of sprays. So if you were to somehow figure out a way to add it in, how many sprays per dollar you get, this is probably a pretty good buy. Certainly up there with some of the others. So something to think about. And that's amouage Interlude Black Iris. Take a look at that one, but crack the piggy bank because you're going to need it. All right, you guys know that I'm not, if you followed the channel at all, I'm not into too much about these sales numbers and all this stuff, but I've gotten, for some reason, a little more interested in it, and I thought I'd give you the rankings. So they say in the sales and how they come up and spit all this out at the end, the rankings on these fragrances that I just gave you. And it's kind of interesting. Some of them you would say, yeah, I get it. And you look at the note breakdown and you say, well, shit, yeah, that's how everybody makes money with these 4 or 5 ingredients. But as far as mass appeal rankings go, the Dumont fragrance, the iconic Eternal, that ended up being number 1. Gucci Guilty Elixir was number 2, and this is kind of sales and I don't know what all they put in it, but these are the numbers they pop out. Eau Givre from Hermes was number 3. Mancera Black Vanilla was number 4. I thought that would be higher on this list because it's got that super popular vanilla DNA in it, and it kind of surprised me that it would be lower than the middle of the list. But next, number 5 is Guerlain's Most Noble. Number 6 is Merchant of Venice, the Goikuro. And of course, number 7 is Interlude Black Iris. And that's kind of obvious just based on the note breakdown, but also the price point. I mean, I think price point enters into that too. If you're going to look at it from an artistic scale, obviously, it's going to almost be completely reversed. You're going to have the Amouage Black Iris, you're going to have Merchant of Venice, you're going to have the Guerlain Musc Noble. Then you're going to, again, the vanilla though, is the Mancera Black Vanilla is in the middle again, in the very same place. Then you've got the Eau Givre from Hermes, and then you've got Guilty Elixir, and then the Dumont. So it's almost completely reversed when you base it on those artistic kind of pieces. Now, if you were going to break it down into what was most wearable, I think you're going to find that it's going to end up almost in the same way. I don't think it's going to be different at all. But anyway, so that's kind of the lineup. I think it's pretty interesting to see what the general public thinks about it. And anyway, so hope I didn't bore you with those statistics. All right, everybody, that's my 7 fragrances from my most recent travel haul, which means I bought them somewhere and then end up picking them up when I go back to the U.S. So thanks for joining me. I appreciate your time. I know that you can watch a whole lot of other things on on the internet, and I appreciate you spending a few moments with me. If you would, like and subscribe, it's free. And like I think you all know by now, this channel goes to support the Medic Outpost nonprofit, which is a nonprofit based in Texas that helps first responders and medical people in remote areas around the world. So there's a little bit about that at the end. So thank you so much. Everyone, enjoy your time out there. Be safe, be happy, and we'll see you in the next one. Adios.